Hello and welcome to today's January 20th daily news report, as well as ongoing stimulus package information video. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. On this channel, I keep you in the loop on what's really going on in Washington, D.C. with President Biden, the U.S. economy, the Build Back Better stimulus package, which might be getting revamped and a new name. I'll tell you more about that. But I also cover money, investing, and much, much more. All right, before I jump into today's news, just wanted to remind you to take 20 seconds to go register to be one of the winners of the $15,000 in cash that Casey and I are giving away thanks to generous video sponsors. You can sign up each day, and I'll make sure to leave that link below. I also want to thank today's video sponsor, Audible, for their very generous offer to our YouTube community. Okay, according to a White House representative, President Biden believes the government needs to work harder to restore faith in the U.S. government. And part of that is having members of Congress not be able to trade stocks. Here's what was said. President Biden believes that all government agencies and officials, including independent agencies, should be held to the highest ethical standards, including the avoidance of any suggestion of conflict of interest. At this early point in the legislative process, the White House has not endorsed any bill's text. So the president hasn't started anything in writing, but verbally has expressed that Congress should not be able to do insider trading when it comes to stock market trades while they are in office. Former President Donald Trump issued a statement that he doesn't believe Congress should be able to trade stocks using insider information either. He said it's unfair to the average investor. Yesterday, during a press conference, President Biden said he wouldn't take action against Russia if they made a minor incursion on Ukraine. Both Russia and Ukraine took this as a green light for Russia to invade parts of the Ukraine. This morning, however, Biden and the White House walked back his comments and said any type of invasion would not be tolerated. According to inside sources, the White House was in a panic all last night, making phone call after phone call between top advisors over in Russia and the Ukraine with the different secretaries of state here in the United States, trying to smooth out the president's comments. Biden also said he is confident Democrats will retain the House and the Senate in the midterm, but said he couldn't say whether the elections would be fair. For over a year, we've heard that the elections weren't fair, and now the new sitting president is saying he doesn't know whether they will be fair. Now, I believe some of this has to do with the fact that the voting bills right failed just last night, but I'll talk to you more about that later in the video. But a lot of doubt being brought up now. Even Representative James Clyburn of South Carolina said, Republicans have made it hard to trust this election. So which is it? Are the elections the most safe and fair? Or now that Democrats have retaining the House in question, are they saying that the elections are not fair? It's very confusing, right? Either they're fair or they're not, right? So now the Democrats are casting doubt on whether the elections will be fair or not. Okay, now I have some news to share with you about the stimulus package and a possible new path and a renaming according to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. But first, let me take just a minute to tell you about today's video sponsor. I want to thank today's video sponsor, Audible. Casey and I have been using Audible to listen to audiobooks for over 6 years now. Audible helps us get through more titles because we can listen while we drive or put away laundry. Audible also has podcasts, meditations, and Audible originals through their Audible Plus catalog. In fact, I'm just today starting a book called Ready Player One because my neighbor Matt told me it was his favorite book to listen to recently. And Casey just finished a book called The Extraordinary Life of Sam Hell. It's a fictional story of a boy who overcame difficult life circumstances to live an incredible life. Casey said it was her favorite book for 2021. For my community members, Audible has made a generous offer. They're going to give you a free 30-day trial. Just go to audible.com/Stephen Gardner or text Stephen Gardner to 500-500 to get your free trial. What a great time of year to listen to a free book while you fall in love with Audible, just like Casey and I have. Now, make sure to go get your free audio book, and I'll make sure to leave that link below. According to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Biden's Build Back Better bill needs to be smaller, cover new areas of help, and likely needs to be renamed. Apparently, Democrats want to now distance themselves from the name Build Back Better. A few days ago, President Biden said there were no changes to his Build Back Better bill. Then yesterday, he said in his press conference, it will need to be broken up into chunks in order to get support and in order to get passed. So the president's story continues to change almost day to day, making it hard to know what's really going on with the stimulus package. However, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi also expressed frustration with Biden's back and forth approach and said she didn't know what to do with the word chunks. And she hopes to pass an all-encompassing bill all at once while Democrats still have time. Pelosi so far has only hinted that big chunks in her mind still involves the green energy section and a way to help American homes. And I'm guessing that means parents and kids and those that might still be struggling from the pandemic. Pelosi then blamed Joe Manchin for Biden's bill not passing and said he is against helping kids. Manchin clarified today and said that isn't true. He is against helping wealthier families raise their kids. He said it needs to have a cap so that struggling families get help, not wealthy American families. So he hasn't said or even hinted at what that cap would be, but basically in his mind, he's saying, listen, if you're considered wealthy in the United States, you don't need the government to help you with these tax credit monthly checks. But if you are a middle class or lower income family, or possibly even a fixed income family, you're the ones that need help with these tax credits being sent out in the form of monthly checks. Now, Democrat Representative Richard Neal said, no one is throwing in the towel on Biden's stimulus bill. It just needs to be reworked, and the Senate needs to know what Joe Manchin is willing to support. Pelosi said she is against standalone bills because the only way to get stimulus passed is to use the reconciliation process, since all Republicans want to do is lower people's taxes. However, Pelosi said she is optimistic. Biden's stimulus will pass and that his stimulus will be great. So basically she's saying her plan is to keep it all as one big chunk, even though the president said the way this thing's going to pass is in big chunks or standalone bills. So again, there's a lot of different communication happening between members of Congress and the President of the United States. They need to get on the same page. Yesterday, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer called for a vote on the voting rights bill. It's now failed for the fourth time. It did not get the 60 votes needed and didn't even get the 50 votes, to be honest. As Sinema and Manchin kept their word and did not vote to change the filibuster or the voting law. However, Manchin said he is willing to be on a voting rights committee with bipartisan support so that both political parties can work through how to improve the election process. However, Manchin said he still believes that states should govern their own elections, not the federal government. According to a new poll by the Associated Press, President Biden's approval rating has fallen yet again. The president was asked about this yesterday in his press conference and said, I don't believe those numbers. So basically, he thinks the polls against him are fake or not true. During the presser, Biden also assured the American people that he would run again for president in 2024 and that he had no plans of replacing Vice President Kamala Harris because she's doing such a great job. According to this same Associated Press poll, only 28% of the country wants to see Biden run again. He's lost the most support when it comes to independent voters. CNN host Van Jones, who cried on national television when Biden won, now says the president looks foggy and meandering. He then said the best move Biden has made as president was making Kamala Harris vice president. Secretary of Treasury Janet Yellen hinted that the country might need more stimulus in order to keep the recovery and the growing going. She said Biden's American Rescue Plan stimulus bill was like a vaccine put into the economy's arm to save the country. So basically, she's comparing the vaccination helping with COVID as Biden's $1.9 trillion stimulus bill helping with the U.S. economy. Yellen, however, failed to mention inflation being at a 40-year high. She didn't even gloss over the topic. Democrat Representative Henry Cuellar, who represents a district on the southern border of Texas, and the Democrat that called Kamala Harris out for not handling the border crisis well, suddenly had his home raided and searched by the FBI. As of right now, they've not said why his home was invaded and searched. However, some are speculating that it could be for speaking the truth about our leaders running the country. So basically, people are saying, wait a minute, was the FBI weaponized against this Democrat for speaking out against Democrat leaders? I don't know. I'm just letting you know what's being said in the news. Now, speaking of the border, 178,840 illegal immigrants were captured at the border in the month of December, a 141% increase over December 2020. Yesterday, Biden was asked, inflation is up. Your signature legislation is stalled in Congress. Voting reform is going to fail. COVID-19 is still taking 1,600 lives a day, and the nation's division is still as raw today as it was a year ago. Do you think you overpromised? To which Biden said, I haven't overpromised. I've probably outperformed what anyone would have thought. Also, he said he's done more in a year of his presidency than any other president in American history. So I'm curious to know from my community, has Biden overpromised or has he overdelivered? Let me know in the comments. Just to make it easy, just say overpromised or overdelivered. I'd be very curious to know what you think here in my community. By the way, thank you guys so much for giving these videos a like. I really appreciate it, and I just love bringing you guys the news. Now, this is my update for today. As I know more, I will definitely come on and share more with you. Before you go, make sure to get your name entered to be one of the winners of the $15,000 in cash that Casey and I are giving away. 22 people are going to win thanks to generous video sponsors. Also, click that link right now. Go get your free audio book. I know there's a book you've been dying to listen to, and you can listen to it for free right now. You can also copy and paste and share this link with someone you love that might enjoy reading a book today. Now, before you go, I just want to remind you that you are amazing. Also, if you didn't see this yesterday, check out this 1-minute video about the insane logic of one of CNN's experts. You're not going to believe what he had to say. Hey, I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.